morning, October 11, 2018, at the Crown Plaza Hotel, Mỹ Đình Từ Liêm, Central Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Government Religious Committee and ICDV leaders launched the first meeting of the International Organization Committee of United Nations Vesak 2019. The formal conference was chaired by the Central VBS, the Government Religious Department and ICDV. The opening ceremony was officially held at 8 a.m. October 11, 2018, attended by Most Venerable 51 Deputy Heads of Patron Culture, VBS Most Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân, Chairman of Executive Culture, VBS Most Venerable Dr. Brahma Bundit, Chairman of International Culture for the Day of Vesak, ICDV, and other members of the culture, Vietnam Executive Culture's Vice Chairman and members, venerables and delegates from India, Thailand, Sri Lanka, China, Japan, United States, France, Hungary, Norway, Korea, Cambodia, Myanmar, and Malaysia. Mr. Trần Tấn Hưng, Deputy Head of Religious Affairs and other relevant departments. The United Nations Vesak celebrations is one of the international cultural activities of the United Nations to honor the human values and peace for the humanity. The United Nations has officially recognized the Vesak celebrations, also known as the Threefold Incarnation, celebrating Buddha's birth and try to enlightenment and nirvana. On the equivalent of May is the United Nations Vesak celebration. In his opening speech, Most Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân, President of the VBS, highlighted the importance of the 2019 Vesak celebrations, presided over the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, in collaboration with international culture for the Day of Vesak, and assistant and patronage of the government of Vietnam. After two successful hosting and celebrations of the United Nations Day of Vesak, Vietnam has left a profound impression about the image of the country, its people and culture and religious life. This is the third United Nations Vesak celebration held in Vietnam, approved by the government of Vietnam on 22nd of September. This event meeting of ICDV at the MCU, Wan Noi, Asaya, Thailand, officially decided that the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha is hosting the United Nations Day of Vesak celebration 2019 in Vietnam from 12 to 14 May 2019, with the same Buddhist approach to the global leadership and shared responsibility for a sustainable society. The meeting was about branch topics and related sideline events, with a view to raising the profile of international theater. Many practical ideas were reviewed to address the necessary aspects of the event. The United Nations International Organization of Vesak Celebration has officially become a member of the United Nations Economic and Social Commission since 2013. This major event is considered by the international Buddhist community as a precious opportunity to spread the message of the compassion, wisdom, peace, and violence of the Buddha throughout the world. The Vesak Day of the United Nations 2019 and the International Science Conference in Vietnam are expected to host more than 10,000 people attending the festival, including 1,500 dignitaries and leaders of Buddhist cultures and schools, professors, doctors, researchers, scholars, as well as practitioners of many Buddhist traditions from 90 to 100 countries and territories around the world, and 10,000 Vietnamese Buddhists and people. The ceremony will officially take place from May 12 to 14, 2019 at Tam Đức Pagoda, Pa Sao, Kim Bang Ha Nam, with a total area nearly 5,000 hectares. Then a press conference was organized by Vesak Celebrations Organization, presided over by Most Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân. The questions and inquiries of the television channels, the domestic and foreign websites were convincingly answered. Press releases or words also sent to reporters, journalists from media outlets and news agencies.
Most Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân and our friends here. I'm very pleased to be with you today as chairman of Executive Council of International Council of for the Day of Vesak, ICDV. First, I would like to say that Vesak Day which commemorate the three events in the life of Shakyamuni Buddha, his birth, enlightenment, and parinirvana or passing away, has been celebrated in Theravada and Mahayana countries for a long time. They call the Buddha Day in some countries. So in the Buddhist community, the Buddha Day is the most important day. And it is the occasion that the Buddhists in all the countries come together, join together to celebrate this biggest event of the year. So Vesak Day is regarded as the most sacred and the most important day in the Buddhist world community. And the significance of this day increased because of recognition by the United Nations given in the year 1999 that the Buddhists should not be alone in celebrating Vesak Day. The world body invited all concerned to join us to celebrate the Vesak Day to honor Lord Buddha. And the UN bodies allow us to use its facilities in New York and its branches around the world. So Vesak Day becomes the UN Day of Vesak, UNDV, because it is recognized by the UN and supported by the UN, the world body. And because of this in mind, we form our organization called ICDV, International Council for the Day of Vesak, of which most of Executive Council members are here, to help organizing successfully this Vesak Day. So we regard the Vesak celebration not just as a national event, it is international event. Wherever we celebrate, we invite the Buddhist leaders, scholars, and followers around the world to join us. For example, in Thailand, we invite the Buddhist leaders, scholars, and Buddhist followers from more than 80 countries to celebrate together in Thailand, as in Vietnam here, twice, and in Sri Lanka. So keep in mind that Vesak celebration is the world event and the biggest event in the Buddhist calendar of the year. So wherever we go to organize this Vesak, we guarantee the success, because the Buddhist leaders, scholars, and followers, they take time off to come to celebrate. So we should not disappoint them and make it worthwhile to worship together. So I am thankful to Vietnam Sangha and government for providing international platform for the Buddhist community from all over the world to come and worship the Buddha together with the Vietnamese Sangha and people. And for the last celebration, two celebrations in Vietnam in 2008 and 2014, we appreciate the sincerity and honesty of the Vietnamese Sangha and government for earnestly organizing successfully the Vesak Day. That's why the Executive Council of the ICDV, this council is granted the special consultative status by the UN, United Nations, that is Economic and Social Council of the UN. So we work with the UN. Whatever we come together and work together here, we will report to the ECOSOC, Economic and Social Council. That's why we have to think carefully of our meeting. What would be the main theme of our celebration? It is not just a ceremonial gathering. We want to bring the utmost outcome of our participation. So we invite the Buddhist scholars and Buddhist readers like Sankaracharya Mahanayaka to put together their ideas on the main theme that we bring about every year. Such as this year, we have a main theme and sub-theme also. So in this case, we come together, help the Vietnam Organizing Committee to carefully prepare for the success of Vesak celebration in 2019. So I assure you that we from the international community, international Buddhist community, wholeheartedly support the Vesak celebration in Vietnam. Starting not only here, but in our last ECO meeting, when the delegation from Vietnam went there to propose, and we have trust and confidence in Vietnam Organizing Committee. And we come here to support you and hope that in the way that we work together for harmony and unity in our international platform for Vesak celebration, that will give contribution to the whole world. How the Buddhist community can contribute for peace and prosperity to the whole world. Vietnam has a significant role to play in this particular celebration. So we support you and we hope and wish for the great success of the coming celebration. Thank you very much.
The Vesak Day of United Nations 2019 is important foreign affair contributing to enhancing the role of Vietnamese Buddhism in international integration while affirming Vietnam's position and responsibility to the United Nations. The ceremony also aims to promote image of culture of Vietnam, people of country of Vietnam.